As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body. Tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5'11" inches tall and has a reach of 72.4 inches. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds. This guy won a championship as a heavyweight, remember? 5'11" inches tall with a reach of 74 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. They ring the bell, and here we go. Quick punch scores. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Only catching air with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Hook misses. Insane action. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
It's bombs away. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
Don't relax. Breathe and relax. This next round is just what he's got.
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold. Good. Right. In this next round, I'm going to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
right, this next round, I just want us to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Close. Tie him up, grab a hold. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
Tie him up, grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want us to
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. He misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And down goes Jones Jr. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight.
Oh, my word! Down goes RJJ! As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here or this fight is going to be over.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
I'm happy. Like that, man. Good work. He's thinking. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the next round and what you do.
He's ready to go. He's gone already. Just make sure you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Just keep him on.
On the end of his jab. Get me timing already. The right hand's beautiful.
That's it. And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. The jab's work.
Holding up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab.
Stay focused. Don't let back into the fight.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Good man. You stay focused.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
And there's the bell to start the round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible. because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That left hook missed. How about that time counter shot? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. Be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They're both going for the KO. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. That's it. Good. Just get the back. Good work.
You were thinking, you were smart. You
Come on, 3 shots. Keep smart. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking.
don't get carried away. You make defense at the end of all of that and do what you got to do. Do it. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything.
Go out there and finish him. So just keep him on the end of his...
He's gone already. Just make sure you follow through.
So just stick a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can...
It's the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
A few body shots in there.
2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Punch, counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A perfect counter shot. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What the...
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How are they still standing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Let's talk talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Focus. Just
Nothing stupid. Right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. Right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
It's close. Tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want you to...
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Back and forth they go. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Toss, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Focus, just
Nothing stupid. Right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. Right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every...
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
Right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
It's close. Tie him up. Grab a hold. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Tough round. Just get
Time he gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want you to...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good man. You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
But you're still landing the power shots. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. You got your defense at the end of all of that, and do what you got to do. Good work.
So just keep him on the end of his jab. Keep me tight.
Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
Give a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great.
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Give him no free shots. Keep smart.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
I don't want you
To go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Look.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot and that's when they catch you.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble.
Get your hands up, goddammit.
Trying to measure his punches now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two fighters are made for one another. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Focus. Just
Just nothing stupid, right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. Right, this next round, I just want you to get.
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Close. Tie him up. Grab a hold of him. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Tie him up. Grab hold of him. Right, this next round, just what is it?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How about that time counter shot? You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, how do you feel? All right, breathe. Focus. Just
Nothing stupid, right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. All right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Then at the end of the jab, keep stepping.
Right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Tough round. Just get
Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want you to...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. Stamina is off the charts. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, focus, just
Nothing stupid. Right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. All right, this next round, I just want you to get.
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold. Good. Right. In this next round, when you get through the round, just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
It's close. Tie him up. Grab a hold. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Don't worry about the tough round. Just get
Time gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. Right, this next round, I just want you to.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight. Your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Pensacola's finest is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.